Sudani, Assistant Professor at LJ Institute of Engineering and Technology. Today in System of Linear Equations and Matrices, I will teach you new topic, that is Cayley-Hamilton theorem. So let's start. Now first of all, we will see what is a Cayley-Hamilton theorem. Every square matrix satisfies its own characteristic equation. This is the statement of Cayley-Hamilton theorem. For example, say you have been given a matrix A. First of all, find out its characteristic equation, which will be in terms of lambda. Now replace lambda by matrix A and simplify that expression you will get in the matrix. This is what Cayley-Hamilton theorem says. Now we will see one example related to this topic. Example number 1 is verify Cayley-Hamilton theorem for the following matrix and find A inverse and A raised to 4. And A is the given matrix, that is 2 minus 1 1 minus 1 2 minus 1 1 minus 1 2. Here A is the given matrix. Now first of all, we will find out the characteristic equation, and that is determinant of A minus lambda I equals to 0. It means to find out the characteristic equation, we have to find out determinant of A minus lambda I, and we will equate it to 0. So this is determinant of A minus lambda I, and we have to equate it to 0. Or with the help of this expression, you can also find out the characteristic equation, and the characteristic equation is given by this formula, that is lambda cube minus s1 lambda square plus s2 lambda minus s3 equals to 0, where s1 is sum of principal diagonal elements of A, and that is trace of matrix A. Here in the principal diagonal elements we have 2, 2 and 2. So S1 equals to 2 plus 2 plus 2, that is 6. So the value of S1 equals to 6. Now we will find out S2. S2 is sum of minus of principal diagonal elements of A. So minor of 2, that is 2 minus 1 minus 1 2. Now minor of 2, which is at position 2 2, and that is 2 1 1 2. And minor of 2, which is at position 3 3, that is 2 minus 1 minus 1 2. Now we will find out these minors. So for the first minor we have 4 minus minus 1 into minus 1, so it is 4 minus 1. Then after, for the second minor, 2 2 is 4 minus 1 1 is 1, so it is 4 minus 1. Then after, for the third minor, 2 2 is 4 minus minus 1 into minus 1, so it is 4 minus 1. Now 4 minus 1, 4 minus 1, 4 minus 1, that is 3 plus 3 plus 3, and that is equals to 9. And this is the value of S2. Now we will find out the value of S3, and S3 equals to determinant of A. So we will find out this determinant. First entry is 2 and its minor is 2 minus 1 minus 1 2, so it is 4 minus 1. Then after, second entry is minus 1, so already we have minus sign outside, so it will become plus 1. And then after, its minor is minus 1 minus 1 1 2, so it is minus 2 minus 1 into minus 1, so it is plus 1, so it is minus 2 plus 1. Then after, for the last entry 1, we have its minor, that is minus 1 2 1 minus 1. So it is 1 minus 2. Now we will simplify this result. So we have 4 minus 1, 3 into 2 is 6, minus 2 plus 1 is minus 1, and minus 1 into 1, that is minus 1. And finally 1 minus 2 is minus 1, and minus 1 into 1, that is minus 1. So 6 minus 2, that is 4. So the value of S3, that is equals to 4. Hence the characteristic equation is lambda cube minus s1 lambda square plus s2 lambda minus s3 equals to 0. Replacing s1 by 6, s2 by 9 and s3 by 4. So we have lambda cube minus 6 lambda square plus 9 lambda minus 4, this is equals to 0. So this is the characteristic equation of the given matrix A. Now we will verify this Cayley-Hamilton theorem. So for that purpose we have to find out A square and A cube. And A square, that is nothing but multiplication of matrix A with itself. So A square, that is equals to A into A. Now we have to multiply these two matrices. If you will multiply these two matrices, you will get the result 6 minus 5, 5, minus 5, 6, minus 5, then after 5, minus 5, 6. So this is A square. Now we will find out A cube. So A cube is A square into A. The first matrix is A square and the second matrix is A. Now if you will multiply first matrix by second matrix, you will get A cube, and A cube, that is equals to, in the first row we have 22 minus 21, 21. In the second row we have minus 21, 22 minus 21, and in the third row we have 21 minus 21, 22. Now replacing lambda by A, so we have equation number 1, that is A cube minus 6A square plus 9A minus 4I. Now in this equation we will write down the matrices of A cube, A square, A and I. I is an identity matrix, and then after we will simplify that result, and after simplification we will be having a null matrix. So the first matrix is A cube minus second matrix is 6A square. It means we have multiplied A square by 6, and the third matrix is 9A. We have multiplied matrix A by 9, and the last matrix is 4I. We have multiplied the matrix I by 4. Now we will simplify this result, right? So after simplification we will be having a null matrix, so that is equals to 0. So the matrix A satisfies its own characteristic equation, hence we can say that the Cayley-Hamilton theorem is satisfied. Now we have to find out A inverse and A raised to 4 also. So to find A inverse, we will multiply the equation 1 by A inverse. So multiplying equation 1, which is A cube minus 6A square plus 9A minus 4I by A inverse, that is equals to 0. So we have multiplying A inverse by A cube, so it will become A square. Multiplying minus 6A square by A inverse, so it will become minus 6A. Then after plus multiplying 9A by A inverse, so we have A inverse into A, that is I. Then after minus 4 multiplying I by A inverse, so that is A inverse, and that is equals to 0. Now from here we will make the subject of A inverse. So we have 4A inverse, that is equals to A square minus 6A plus 9I, and that is equals to, the first matrix is of A square, then after minus sign, multiplying each and every element of matrix A by 6, then after plus sign, multiplying each and every element of an identity matrix by 9. Now we will simplify this result, subtracting matrix 2 from 1, and then after adding the result to matrix 3. So this is a resultant matrix, that is 3, 1, minus 1 in the first row, 1, 3, 1 in the second row, and minus 1, 1, 3 in the third row. And this is equals to 4A inverse. Now we will find out A inverse. So A inverse equals to 1 by 4 into the matrix, that is 3, 1, minus 1, 1, 3, 1, minus 1, 1, 3. Now we will find out A raised to 4. To find out A raised to 4, we will multiply the equation 1 by A. So multiplying equation 1 by A, so it is A into bracket A cube minus 6A square plus 9A minus 4I equals to 0. Now multiplying a cube by a, so it will become a raised to 4. Then after minus 6a square into a, so it is 6a cube. Then after plus 9a into a, so it is 9a square. Then after minus 4i into a, so it is minus 4a, because product of any matrix with an identity matrix, the result is that particular matrix, and that is equals to 0. Now from here we will make the subject of a4. So we have a4 equals to 6a cube minus 9a square plus 4a. Now we will multiply each and every element of matrix a cube by 6. Then after we will multiply each and every element of matrix a square by 9. And then after we will multiply each and every element of matrix A by 4. So A raised to 4, that is equals to this resultant matrix. Now we will simplify this matrix to obtain A4. So we have A4 equals to 86 minus 85, 85 in the first row. Then after minus 85, 86 minus 85 in the second row, and finally 85 minus 85 and 86 in the third row. So in this lecture we have discussed Cayley-Hamilton theorem. What is Cayley-Hamilton theorem? And we have seen one example related to this topic. Thank you for watching this video. I will see you in the next lecture.